touchdown. It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Bengals 7, Bears nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Marshall. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Off play action. Marshall. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know it's just... I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great...
And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down.
They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
3rd down.
It's Burrow. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
Complete to John.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down, Bengals.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On first down, Nixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Goldman on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's the backup Finley. He finds his running back, Nixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And now they will throw it with Burrow. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Operating from the gun, Marshall throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Now Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Gould is able to put it through. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned. On the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff portion.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Second and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down.
16 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Cincinnati.
They'll run on 1st down. Nixon. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. Dancing to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
2-yard attempt.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Looking deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Is that it? Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10-10 at their own 30-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Going deep downfield for... That's caught at the 25. Woo! And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Off the play fake, Marshall. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Marshall. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Marshall. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's third down.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
First down, Bengals.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Burrow on play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. From the gun again to Mixon. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Lead to John Ross.
John Ross, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustain. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback.
14-yard line.
I don't care if you're taking it in round one, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
It's now third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Marshall. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 1st down, Mixon. And some space here. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Number 34.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Right at the line of
you know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. The kick by Gould is good.
And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29.
Bears 7.
And that last field goal, number 400 for him in his NFL career. I don't know whether this will wind up a Hall of Fame career, but he's certainly been at the top of his profession for quite a while.
And that is without question, my man. One of the best kickers we've seen in the past decade or so. Big congratulations to him. Pretty nice round number.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory.